Hey everybody, sorry about being late. I promised a video a little bit ago showing off my Kutztown radio finds and kind of specifically the tubes because, I brought home such a huge van load of stuff from Kutztown, but let's face it, a lot of it was junk. Stuff in the free pile or the $5 pile or just kind of boring stuff. But I did get some good tubes, lots of good tubes. And well, the reason this video is late is because I misplaced the tubes. I couldn't find a bag of them because I typically walk around with some bags, some grocery bags like this, and just fill up with tubes. And I bought 3 or 4 of them or whatever, and I misplaced one of them, and I don't know if it was this one or not, but it took me a week or so to find it, a couple weeks to find it. Because, let's see, the Kutztown radio show, autumn 2018, was, 3 weeks ago? Whatever. In any case, here we go. In no particular order. I did buy a caddy of tubes, and this is the contents of the caddy because I hate caddies, so I tend to get rid of them. But it did have some good stuff that I won't show because they're not going to be part of the collection. Like, I got a new in-box Genelex KT66 and a couple of 6B4s. Those are just going to be resold. Those I don't consider part of the collection. But it was full of a bunch of nice big pin tubes. Big pin, the 30 style here. Like this guy here. There are a lot of Philcos, but, a nice Philco 47. So, a lot of things I have to see if I have duplicates. I'm sure a lot of these I have duplicates of, 59. That was kind of a neat big power tube in the 30s. And guys actually made transmitters out of these. Let's see if I can get this open. Some of these boxes are in terrible shape. That one opened up pretty nicely. But you can see this one's got a branded base, if we can focus there. But yeah, nice old Philco 59. Yeah, some guys actually made small breadboard transmitters with these during the Depression. But they were intended to be a driver tube and output tube. But yeah, lots of good stuff. 24A. This is all probably late 30s, maybe some earlier 40s stuff. 26, good old 20s triode. This is very likely not a globe. In fact, I can already tell it's not a globe. But of course, they made these things well into the 50s for replacement use. 5T4. It's a metal rectifier. Yeah, like this is kind of borderline for my collection because this might be post-war. Might be pre-war too. It's a little hard to tell. But yeah, it's just a big metal rectifier. And yeah, a lot of fairly boring stuff or mundane stuff. Now here, this is neat. It's a Zenith tube in a funny box. A can. Yes, Zenith for a while put these in cans. See, it's got metal ends. This one is still sealed. It is a, what is this here? Hard to read. 6SF5. So that should be a little metal octal. I don't think I'm going to open this because most of the time you find these and they're already opened. But this one is still sealed. Yeah, my rule of thumb is to open things in their original packaging, just to check up on them and such like that. Make sure they're not decaying from within. But, this is just a tube. So, what is it, a $5 tube? I may just leave this all sealed up because it's kind of cool. But yeah, Zenith made these neat cans. It's cardboard with metal ends. And you can see they embossed the number on. Pretty neat. Yeah, more and more Philcos, some early-ish, I guess, Loctals. You can tell there from the box. I'm not going to open a lot of these until I'm ready to really sort of classify these and everything. And also, you probably don't want to see me opening mundane tubes on the video here. But yeah, slightly older box from Philco, Type 44, when they actually said what the tube was. It's pentode. And yes, this is a plain old 44. A lot of old radio guys know this tube as a 3944. And it is, once again, it's a pretty mundane tube. Let's open it up. And also I have to eventually make sure these are actually the proper tube inside. Ooh, we do have a globe. That's always good. A globe with a sticker, a good sticker. You know how much I love stickers. But yeah, you can see up top, 44. Most people know these as a 3944 because the Type 39 tube is so close to the 44 that eventually the manufacturers just made them as one tube and dual marked them. I don't know if anyone actually had a 39 and a 44 in their lineup. Probably. Maybe RCA did, who knows. But most of the time it was they either made a 44 or a 39. And pretty soon they decide, let's just call it 3944 and be done with it. But nice. I'm glad I opened that. Nice sticker. You know how much I love stickers. In very good shape. And a globe. Globes are good. And yeah, Philco uses very nice, not really paper mache, but it's like molded paper. You can see the tube just fits like a glove. So let's get you back in there. But yeah, other stuff, Kenrad 55. Yeah, more Philcos. Some of them are in pretty ratty boxes. 6N7G, early twin triode. That, surprisingly, the audio guys have not really, glommed onto that yet. Here's a 42! That's the answer. Yeah, pretty standard output tube. See, regular ST. By the time the STs came around, Philco was not putting stickers on tubes. That age had passed. But yeah, 42. I probably have this tube. I probably have a Philco 42, this exact style and such like that. I just have to go through my collection one of these days and just do a big culling of all the duplicates and triplicates and quadruplicates and everything else. Another 57, Philco 57. Another 6N7G. And we've got, more of the same. Here's another one, 3551. Yeah, there were 35s and there were 51s. And they were so close that eventually they just called them 3551s and be done with it. And then this. Oh, this is probably my favorite style of box. Tube box. This one is a little on the dull side, but I love the colors and the silver. National Union, mid-30s. This is a 43 here, which is just like a 42, but I think they just fooled around with the filament. But, the tube is once again, it's kind of a mundane tube. Mundane 19. Oh, okay. It's actually an Arcturus inside. Okay. Probably when Arcturus was going... Oh, yeah, look at this. This is an interesting find here. If you look at it, Arcturus was known for their blue glass tubes. I made a video about that. This one says Arcturus. It says blue underneath. Hope that comes up. So yeah, they ran out of blue glass or something like that. Ooh, wow, this has got a lot of use on it. They ran out of blue glass, but it was still their thing. So for a while, they just wrote on the tubes blue. So yes, this is blue. This is not clear. It's blue. It's blue. Believe me, it's blue. So yeah, Arcturus, I don't know. They were kind of a shoddy company, in my opinion. They actually did some interesting work with early AC tubes, and I'm going to get these out of the way because this is only the first batch. Did some interesting work with early AC tubes, and I do have some of those. Let's not drop the tubes. And they did some interesting early research, and of course the tubes are beautiful. The blue tubes are nice. Yeah, sometimes they're maybe not the highest quality of tubes, but sometimes their business practices just seemed a little shoddy. And yeah, eventually they did go out of business, but the names just stuck around, and they were just selling junk tubes. Okay, we do have another bag of tubes here, and this is a mixed bag. Once again, I got this all from one guy, I think. And 50 cents a tube. You can't beat that with a stick. But I did get some nice minis and computer minis. There's a 2D21 Thyratron 5844, which is, I think, a computer-rated 6J6? Let's see, 5963, good old computer-rated tube. 6JH8, that I actually bought that to resell. That's actually a TV type. But Little secret here. With a socket pin change, this will work as a 7360, which is getting to be a very expensive tube used in Collins receivers. Receivers? Yeah, transceivers, I think. But yeah, the relatively obscure 6JH8, which you find, which go for no money whatsoever when you see them at Hamfests. With a simple wiring change, it will work as a 7360. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, more computer-rated tubes. We've got a bunch of them. Tube box is in pretty good shape. 7044 twin triode, CK512AX. That's actually one of those early sub minis, isn't it? Can we open this up? And yeah, I know I should be using a knife to open up. But yeah, here we go. Yep, nice old early sub mini from Raytheon. Long leads too. People like the long lead variant because you don't really need the socket. And the sockets are hard to find. Yep, more computer rated. And more computer rated. 6197, yeah. The Bendix uses lots of 6197, so I'm always on the hunt for those. And yeah, I'll get around to the Bendix again. We're kind of at a standstill right now. More computer-rated tubes, and then a whole bunch. We got a few more here. Yep, 6112. But I did get a bunch of these, actually very nice. I'll just kind of put an array of them out here. Sylvanias. Make sure, I'll adjust the cameras, get everything in focus. Just got a nice selection. These are mostly early battery tubes, the big pin battery tubes for early portables. So I just got a whole bunch of them out. They're all sealed. Lean over the camera. That's good camera work. All these nice looking Sylvanias from the 30s. What is this one? 1C7G. And there's almost zero. Oh, it's an early octal battery. There's almost zero demand for these tubes. But they're such beautiful boxes. I do like this box as well. And Sylvanias are really good tubes. So I tend to, want to collect them all. Here's a 1H4G. 1T5GT, small octal. 1F7G. You can see, yeah, these are all battery tubes. 1B5. There's a couple oddballs in here. Oh, here's a kind of an oddball. 1R1G. This is actually a ballast tube. So it's a filament and nothing else. They were used for current regulation, basically. So yeah, that's a legit number. And yeah, it's a tube without a plate. It is literally just a filament that is used for current regulation. Good old 1V rectifier. 1J6. But yeah, all these nice late 30s. 1D7. Oh, okay, here's an interesting number that I was looking for. 1D5GP. This is another interesting follow-up when it comes to tube numbering in the American system. Someday I should make a video about the weirdness of tube numbering systems. What is the P for? The P means pentode. And the reason for that is, for some reason, the manufacturers came out with two 1D5G tubes. They are not really compatible. One's a pentode and one's a tetrode. They kind of screwed up with the registrations there. So to actually make things clear, there's a 1D5GP for the pentode version and a 1D5GT for the tetrode version. And the GT does not mean GT like we all know and love. It means glass tetrode. Weirdness. I like weirdness. And yeah, some more. Oh, here's another one of those weird 1A4T. That's another time. It was early on this early the RMA system. They weren't really getting things right. So yeah, I think there is a 1A4P as well, and they're only compatible after a bunch of beer. Okay. Anyway, let's get these out of the way. I'm just going to shove them to the back because I'm running out of room, because we still got more. We got more. Okay, we did this box. Oh, the best stuff is yet to come. So pardon me while I shove my tubes around. Okay, I got this thing, and I should make a whole video on it. I'm going to get the box out of the way, because that is just very distracting. So pardon me. Professional here. This thing. It is from 20th Century Electronics Limited, and so let's see if we can get that up there. Oh, sorry for the shine. It's an FN2/30, or maybe 3B. This is a British company which made atomic particle sensors. So this is either a Geiger tube or it might be a neutron detector. I don't know. I can't find the data on this. So if anyone has a clue of what this is, it's steel, I think. It's got some weight to it. It looks like it's been evacuated at some point. You can see this seal-off tip. There, focus on this, you. And nice glass insulator on the single electrode, and I guess the case is the other end. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Someone wrote a big plus. I don't know if we put the plus on the case. I don't know. It's some sort of particle detector. That's all I can say. It might be a neutron detector, which would be kind of cool because those don't show up very often. Could be a Geiger tube. I don't know. I would think with the steel, you wouldn't want a Geiger tube because the steel, that would more or less get rid of the very low-level particles very quickly. Let's see, what else do we get? Some more Raytheons, 26. And oh yeah, here, this is good. Don't always trust what a box says, because this Raytheon box, which is supposed to have a 6A3 in it, which is a good tube, mind you, has an almost better tube. There we go. Okay, it's a bit dirty. This one needs washing. Sylvania SY247. It's a Type 247, or 47 rather. And it's got the nice decal on. Sylvania used decals, by the way, not stickers. So these are extremely fragile. They scratch very easily. You can see this one's got a few scratches on it. I'll have to be very careful cleaning this, but nice Globe 47, 5-pin base, branded base, SY247. Oh, this is great. So that's going right into the collection. No doubt about that. Let's see, got a regular 47 from Philco. I think we've seen those before. And also it doesn't want to come out of the box, so I don't want to spend all that time opening the box. Oh gee, what else we got? We got more tubes. This one, here we go. Got a 224-P350. Well, apparently it's a 24A, but I have no idea what that marking means. Yeah, okay, it's a 24, but who made it? What is with the P350? Any ideas? No other markings. Oh well. If you got an idea, let me know. Good old Zenith tube. See if we can get that in there. What is this? 6D6. Pretty standard 30s receiver tube, but it's got a nice Zenith base. Looks like I had a sticker at one point. I'll have to get rid of that. Guy inked it, apparently couldn't see. Oh, what else we have? We've got nice, here, let's get 24G Gamatron, Heinz and Kaufman. Kind of a cool late 30s. Although this one is apparently World War II era. Early VHF triode. It's kind of an iMac clone. In fact, HK, somehow they were sort of involved with iMac, making clones or something, I don't know. But yeah, just a nice little VHF triode. You can see grid out the side, plate out the top. So pretty nice, and yeah, it was like $1 or something like that. So you kind of just have to get it. We got, let's see here, this is a, got this because it's a weird British tube. It looks like an 807. It's called NR74 or the CV1189. CV stands for common valve. So yeah, the British system for naming tubes is, let's just say it's very flexible. This was the pre-war system of numbering tubes, and many beers must have been drunk that evening when they planned that out. I don't know, but they did solve the whole problem of all these competing numbering systems in, I think it was just about World War II, and came up with the CV, common valve number. So they said, screw it, all these tubes, we're giving them a CV number. So this one is CV 1189, which was originally NR74, which I think it means it was a Navy tube. I don't know. It's got a peculiar British base. Let's see if we can get that in focus. See, they're like banana pins. 7 pins, and no, they're not in a circle, and that's the way they're supposed to be. That's how it's keyed. You can see 2 of those pins are kind of not where they ought to be. They're in a little bit. Yep, that's how you make sure you put the tube in properly. Oh, we got a nice Philco 71. Never complain about 71s.